Hello everyone. In this session we are going to discuss about thermal power station. It is also called as thermal power plant. I am Professor Irfan Lalvan. So let's take a view of thermal power plant. This is a setup for thermal power plant. As shown here in this setup, this is a boiler or an industrial boiler. Mostly water tube boiler is used. At the bottom of the boiler a furnace arrangement is made. At furnace a fuel in the form of coal is taken from coal tank, and that coal is burned to generate an heat energy. Due to heat energy, that water get boiled and steam is generated. That generated steam is carried out till the turbine. At the turbine there is a high temperature and high pressure steam is present, which helps to rotate the turbine. This is a special type of turbine called a steam turbine. When the steam turbine rotates, the attached shaft also rotates in the zone or in the area of magnetic field produced in a generator, due to which electricity is generated. That produced electricity is carried and stored in transformer, and from the transformer it is transmitted to the community with the help of transmission lines. As here in the boiler, an economizer is provided near to the boiler. Economizer plays very vital role in a boiler. When the fuel is burned, the hot gases are coming out from the boiler. Economizers use these hot gases to preheat the water. That preheated water is taken in a boiler, which helps to increase the efficiency of boiler. And when this high pressure and high temperature steam is carried out to the turbine, after rotation of turbine, that steam is taken out from the turbine and it is cooled by condenser. After condensation of steam, it turns in a liquid. That liquid or that water is again taken in a boiler. Such cycle is continuously run in a thermal power plant. So let us see a layout of thermal power plant. This is a boiler at which the fuel is supplied. A preheated water by economizer is supplied in a boiler, and hot gases are taken out from the boiler. High temperature and high pressure steam is carried till a steam turbine in order to run the turbine. After the operation, steam is taken out and it is condensed, and that converts in a water. That water is again taken in a boiler. When turbine rotates, the shaft is also rotated in an area of magnetic field, which cut the flux and produces the electricity. That electricity supplies to the community by transmission line. So this is the setup which shows a thermal power plant. This is a steam or inlet of steam. That steam helps to run the turbine, which generates electricity. That electricity is supplied to the community. So these are the component parts required for setup of thermal power plant: boiler, turbine, T-aerator, superheater, economizer, condenser, electric generator, cooling tower, and ESP, that is electrostatic precipitator. This is a boiler, or we can say water tube boiler. In water tube boiler, water is taken in a tank, and from the bottom of tank water is taken in a water tubes. At the bottom of water tubes a furnace arrangement is provided where the fuel is burnt, and due to which water is heated. That heated water, by the heat of convection, comes at the top layer here, and the cold water or the water which is having lower temperature remains at the bottom, and continuously this cycle runs, which helps to produce a steam. That steam is taken out from the boiler. Economizer. economizer arrangement is provided near the boiler. Economizer plays very vital role to improve the efficiency of boiler. In economizer we can see here the fuel gases, means the hot evolving gases of boiler is taken by the economizer to preheat the water, and that preheated water is taken in a boiler. Turbine. In a thermal power plant, a special type of turbine is used called as a steam turbine. We can see here this is a setup for steam turbine. In steam turbine, a special type of blades are used called as aerofoil blades. In order to run the steam turbine, it is very essential to have the aerofoil shape of a blade. We can see here high pressure and high temperature steam is entering in a steam turbine, and when it is coming out there is a low pressure and low temperature. We know the relation between pressure and temperature. Temperature is directly proportional to pressure. When the temperature is high, automatically the pressure will be the high. When the temperature is low, automatically the pressure will be the low. Using this principle, the lift is generated at the aerofoil shape of blade, which helps to rotate the turbine. Deaerator. Deaerator is basically used to remove the dissolved gases and dissolved oxygen present in a water. Dissolved gases and dissolved oxygen present in a water can make corrosion of different parts of boiler and turbine, so that it is very essential to remove the dissolved gases and dissolved oxygen present in the water. That is removed in the process of deaeration, and the setup where the deaeration process is done is called as a deaerator. Superheater. Superheaters are basically used at top of the boiler, from where the steams are coming out from the boiler. Superheater helps to heat the steam, which increases the temperature of steam, and when the temperature of steam raises, automatically the pressure of steam increases. So that is use of superheater, to increase temperature and pressure of steam. Cooling tower. Cooling towers are generally provided near to the boiler. The hot evolving gases are taken in a cooling tower, and those gases are cooled down, and after getting cooled down, those gases are emitted in an atmosphere. This is a ESP, that is electrostatic precipitator. ESP is basically provided in between the boiler and a cooling tower. In ESP, hot gases are taken and all the pollutants are removed from hot gases, and then those hot gases are carried to a cooling tower, where the cooling tower cools down the gases and emits to an atmosphere. This is electrostatics precipitator, in which cathode negative charge and anode positive charge is present. Cathode is an electrode, and the wall of ESP is a anode. Cathode carries negative charge, anode carries positive charge. When these hot gases are taken in this setup or in this electrostatic precipitator, it carries some charge, or some charge is applied on those gases, hot gases, due to which the pollutants present in a gases get charged with cations and anions. Those cations are the positive charge and anions are the negative charge. Cations get attracted towards a cathode, which is a negative charge, and anions get attracted towards an anode, which is a positive charge. And when the charge is removed from the particles or from the pollutants, automatically those particles get filled down in a collector, and the pollutant free hot gases are taken out ESP and supplied to or carried to the cooling tower. So we have briefly discussed here about a setup of thermal power plant. Thank you for being patient and a good listener.